What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again with a quick update video, a quick signing video. You guys have probably seen this on social media, and maybe you guys are listening to it on the radio. I don't know, but David Kampf will be re-signing with the Maple Leafs for 4 years at approximately $2.5 million on his AAV. Now, before I get any further, as I make adjustments to myself here because I didn't realize I was so far off the camera there. But if you're new here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Join the squad. There's lots of videos coming up. Lots of videos already posted. Lots of trade rumors, news videos, stuff like that. But a lot of great content for you guys coming up. And I'm going to keep it locked in with you guys, so don't worry. But like I said, liking and subscribing helps a lot. But I want to just get to some of the news here. David Kampf re-signs in Toronto. 4 years, approximately $2.5 million AAV. Now, Kampf is a good player. Don't get me wrong. Kampf is a good player. But I'm kind of surprised that he got a little bit of a raise. Now, I'm surprised and not surprised, I should say, because I thought Kampf was really, really good in his first year. And then in the second year, I thought he was good, but like obviously he wasn't at the same level as he was in the first year. Now, the reason I say that, and again, you're going to see there's no earnings here because his contract just got announced, but the Leafs got him, and people said he couldn't score. I mean, he had 1 goal in 56 games. He comes to the Leafs, scores 11, and actually chips in a couple goals in the playoffs. Like, he was a really, really solid player for them. And then last year had 1 more point than he did the previous year. So the assist numbers went up, the goal numbers went down a little bit. But previously, he wasn't scoring a ton with the Blackhawks. I mean, in total, like the guy literally just wasn't scoring. And he comes to Toronto, actually, puts up 11 goals, and he looked pretty damn good. And, again, I was like, if the Leafs lose this guy, like, I'm not going to be too upset, but if they can hold on to him at a decent number, that's fine. Now, 2.5 might be a little bit rich, but what that tells me is that we're probably going to have a very cheap fourth line center, which is going to be like a Bobby McMahon or something like that. And it also tells me that the Leafs are probably out on Ryan O'Reilly. So I wouldn't expect Ryan O'Reilly to come back, because if he was to come back, then you would probably be taking a chunk out of that $2.5 million that you gave Kampf and gave it to Ryan O'Reilly. So it probably looks like his number is a little bit too far away from what the Leafs want to do. So you're probably going to have a, less than $1 million fourth line center coming in to play for the Leafs, and Kampf will likely take the third line center duties, which I know some people probably won't like, but that is probably what's going to happen. Now, a few notes here. So $2.5 million, pretty rich for this season and potentially pretty rich for the following season. But a couple years from now, the salary cap is supposed to go up like another $10 to $11 million. So this contract's not really going to have too much of an effect on anything come that time. Like, it's going to be one of those contracts where the Leafs could just throw it in a trade or potentially, bury some of it in the minors. But I think Kampf is a good enough player that he's going to give you the $2.5 million value. It's just, I think the Leafs needed to utilize that money in a different spot. I'm not angry about it because we'll go to their cap-friendly page. They still have a good amount of money to work with here. And like I said, I just don't expect Mac Murray to be on this team. So you're still giving yourself around $17 million. And, you have Kampf locked in now, so that's one less player you have to sign here. And you're more than likely going to be utilizing Nick Robertson if he doesn't get traded. So you still have, 3 spots, still around $17 million to play with in the forward group. Again, like I said, I think if we even could just grab him now, Bobby McMahon probably isn't going to play center. I keep thinking that he's a centerman, but you're going to have Bobby McMahon come up anyways. So you're going to have a cheap centerman. That still gives you $16 million. So you can still add a really high quality player up here and bump these guys down. But you're going to have to find that really cheap centerman to play on the fourth line. They're going to want to upgrade the defense. And then, of course, you're hopefully signing Ilya Samsonov or bringing in, another really good option. But that Kampf contract at $2.5 million doesn't really break the bank, and it doesn't really screw this team over in any way or hurt them in any way. It just shows that this team is more than likely moving on from Ryan O'Reilly. So just a quick video here. Wanted to give you guys my thoughts. I'm actually quite busy right now, so I had a quick opportunity to make this video. But if you're new here, make sure to like this video, subscribe, join the squad. Love to have you guys here. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about David Kampf re-signing for 4 years. They're buying some of those years where the cap will go up. So hopefully this works out. Peace.